Hey everybody, the Reese Wirral here, and welcome back to more of Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path. Now I apologise that I'm starting in a very random place, quite literally just after, where I previously ended the session. Basically, ran into really weird tech issues. Turns out, for some reason, my processor decided to stop using any of its cores and went down to a clock speed of 0.8 gigahertz, which is not enough to run fucking anything, so my entire computer was running in slow motion. Thankfully, restarting actually caused it to fix. But then, after that, I ran into another issue, which was, I don't even know how you say the emulator's name, but Desmumi, I guess. It started running it in slow motion whenever OBS was hooked into it and recording. If it wasn't recording, it was fine. And it turns out I had to switch the GPU in which OBS runs on for it to not run at 30 FPS. Which doesn't sound bad. Like, running a game at 30 FPS is fine, for me usually. But because it's emulated, it causes the sound and everything to just play at half speed. It's awful. Anyway, enough of that. I can actually get on with the rest of this episode, and hopefully finish it. I was going to finish it last night, even after the tech difficulties. But then when I ran into the game just running at slow motion, I was like, fuck, I can't be arsed. So, yeah, I don't even know what I've just done. The latest thing to happen was we got the non-malleum logic. With a minty aroma. So are we just trying to find something else? I don't really know. Hey look, it's Harry. Oh, he's painted something. Alright. It's still so strange just starting where I did. But I can't really do much about it, unfortunately. On the service cart, Miss Hall has prepared her tea set. But the latest thing to happen was, we basically went over the IS-7 incident and got all of the evidence from the IS-7 incident, and also identified that the body in the fountain was actually Isaac Dover's, the body that was never found 18 years ago. According to the pamphlet, the museum is also famous for its tea. Yes, it certainly had a flavourful, rich taste. Wasn't it also citrusy, or was that something else? It seems this tea set was also made by Mr. Dover. Oh, so the tea set was made by the victim. Let's take a closer look. Switch screen. At what? We have the tea. I keep nearly calling it a lamp. The teapot. So this tea set was made by Isaac Dover. Fancy stuff, huh? Okay. I'd say this tea set is worth thousands of dollars. Please be careful with it. This tea set is such a treasure? Please don't look so excited. If I recall correctly, Miss Hall was a huge fan of Mr. Dover. Oh, we got the teapot. Kate's favourite teapot made by Pierre Houquet. Not Houquet. AKA Isaac Dover. Huh? Okay. Whew! Hey, Edgy! What is it? Be careful with that teapot. Why must I be warned by him of all people? Oh. Madame and Messieurs. Would you care for some tea? Miss Hall. Katie. No, I'm fine, thanks. Kay and Edgy, you guys can have some. Well, since you asked, we might as well take a short break. Certainly. Okay. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Thanks for the tea. I still don't see how you would drink from a star-shaped cup. It just seems like it would make a mess. Wow, it's so tasty. What kind of tea is this, Mr. Edgeworth? It's Ceylon tea. Known for its citrus aroma. However, Miss Hall, is this the same tea you served us this morning? Yes, that's right. Was it not to your liking? No, it's not that. The tea we had this morning had a slightly different aroma. Oh, different tea aroma. Smells different from the tea we had this morning. Did something change? Bum ba bum. How strange. It is the same Ceylon tea I served this morning. There shouldn't be anything different about it. What's wrong with you, Edgy? Quit nitpicking about the tea Katie so kindly prepared for you. Larry, what are you getting so upset about? I'm not upset. You're just being a rude jerk. And I told you to call me Laurice. Sheesh. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Ah, peace and quiet. It's like arguing with a child. Laurice. I wonder what's wrong. I'd like to ask him about that. I'd like to ask him that later myself. And I also need to speak with Miss Hall. I don't have any evidence that shows she is the culprit, but I dare say she is the one who set up the poison gas trap. Okay, so now we're back at the tea thing. Bum bum bum. Okay, so we've examined the teapot. We got the tea aroma. Ba 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 ba. Oh, what is that? Oh, did somebody drop something? I just noticed there's a stain. The smell in this collar. Don't tell me this is a puddle of tea. pH. There's a piece of pottery in the middle of the puddle. Found in a puddle of tea, the design looks familiar. Touch the check button for details. What is that off of? It's a pottery shard. I wonder what broke. I think I recognise the design. Should probably show this to that man and see what he has to say. To that man. I'm assuming it would be Larry. I mean, the stain is right where he was stood. Larry, got a question. Larry, tell me what you're hiding. You two, stop glaring at each other like that. I'm not glaring, Kay. I'm using my artist's perspective. Edgy's the one who's glaring. Then, if you know what's good for you, you will tell me what you're hiding right now. No way, dude. Didn't I say that I'm not talking to you anymore? Aren't you talking to me right now? From now on, I'm definitely not talking to you anymore. I'm not going to get anywhere like this. Looks like I'll have to force it out of him. Oh. Hey, we have his theme! Very nice. Okay, I'll present... Where is it? Here it is. The Pottery Shard. Larry, take a look at this. What's that? As he starts sweating buckets. Larry, I've got a feeling that you're hiding... Oh, that what you're hiding is related to the tea and this Pottery Shard. Well, if you're not going to talk to me, I can always hand this shard over to Judge Courtney. Wait, I'm trying to keep a clean image for Justy. I don't want her to see how I've dirtied myself. I can't imagine what part of you can be considered clean, but... If you don't want her to declare you guilty, I suggest you speak truthfully now. I got it, I'll tell you. Hey, hiding something. Larry, it's time you confessed to what you've done. How can you be so cruel to your best friend? The same way you can be so dishonest to your best friend. Well, you can stop glaring at me. I promise to tell the truth this time for sure. I just thought I'd pour Justy some tea. But my hand kinda slipped a bit, and it broke. I accidentally broke the crazy expensive teapot. Oh, the butt strikes again. Why am I not surprised? Oh boy. You've really done it this time, Laurice. What should I do, Edgy? Katie will hate me. Crying to me about it won't solve anything. First, you should apologise to Miss Hall. Oh, he's grovelling. Is that so? My teapot was... Katie, I'm so sorry. I don't have any money, but I'll draw as many portraits of you as you like. Please kindly raise your head, monsieur. It is I who should apologise. I didn't notice the broken shards. It's dangerous, so I'll tidy up the broken pieces. Allow me to take this piece from you as well. Wasn't this tea set one of Isaac Dover's works? I heard that it was very important to you. Yes. But there's no use crying over spilled tea. Besides, I still have another one of those teapots left. Is she not as attached to Dover's works as she used to be? Katie, you're so kind. Oh. The other teapot you were talking about, is it the one on the cart? Or on that cart? Yes. Truth is, when I was trying to hide the broken shards, I looked under the cart, and I found a teapot that looked exactly the same, so I switched them. Larry switched the broken teapot with another teapot. Pots were switched. Really? Yeah, everything's cool now. I took great care to make sure no one would break that pot. You... don't brag about that when you were the one who broke it in the first place. I'm sorry. I don't mind. Thank you for your consideration. Edgy, Kay is a really nice lady, isn't she? You should reflect on how you cause trouble for people like her. Okay, when I make it big as an artist, I'll donate paintings. In fact, I'll even welcome you as my own personal model. I think it'd be better if you just stopped causing trouble. I hope you haven't done anything else. I haven't, I just stood around sketching beauties. Sketching beauties? If you're interested, I can let you take a peek. I guess even Mr. Edgeworth is interested in beauties. It's not like that. I just thought it might be another one of his strange paintings. How dare you? I'm very confident in my work this time. Ooh, I want to see too. Oh, I'm glad you're so honest about it, Kay. I'll get it ready, so come check it out later. My goodness, I guess I'll have him show it to me later. Bum bum ba bum ba bum bum bum. Oh, sketching beauties. Yeah, sure. About that sketch you mentioned just now. What? If you wanted to see my art, you should have been honest about it from the start. Look, here it is. Whoa! That's actually pretty good. What is this? I already told you, it's a sketch of beauties. Ah, but just to be clear, the beauties only refers to just he and Katie. I figured. That other plump lady has nothing to do with that. And why did you draw her on the same page? Well, I was taking a break from my still life painting when those beauties caught my eye. I guess I just drew them on the same page without thinking. So you're saying that the pictures on this page were each drawn separately? Huh? Oh yeah. I may have drawn them at different times. By the way, there's a drawing of the beautiful little Miss Kay on another page. Wow, beautiful, huh? Thanks. Larry, you drew this exactly as you saw it, correct? Well, yeah. Even I can't draw what I can't see. Recreated the scene perfectly, even the delicate shades. Delicate shades, huh? I don't want to admit it, but this picture might be of help to the investigation. The contents of this sketch in the service cart in the fountain patio. It seems there is a contradiction between the two. The fact that the cart has chocolate on it. I'll need to expose this contradiction using my powers of deduction. Could I borrow this sketch for a while? Sure. I could even sign it for you if you like. I think I'll pass. Sketch your beauties. Larry draw this sketch just as he saw it, touch the check button for details. Alright. Oh yeah, I think I can actually connect my logic. Not though. There we go. The different tea aroma is because the pots were switched. Boosh! Hey Nan Alex, how's it going? This is Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Or Gyakuten Kenji 2. It's a spin-off from the Ace Attorney series, where it's basically a murder mystery, for the most part. Maybe the reason why the Ceylon tea smelled different was because the pots had been switched. Really? The taste of the tea itself did not actually change after all. Let's go ask Miss Hall about it in more detail. Miss Hall? Was the reason why the Ceylon tea smelled different because the pots were switched? Yes. That's certainly possible. Okay. It had a fresh minty aroma. Not unlike that of Yuva tea. Oh, I remember now. I prepared some mint tea yesterday. I'm sure that the aroma just happened to remain in the teapot. Pot with a different aroma. The tea has a minty aroma because a different teapot was used. Is that what I can match up with the normalium? Because that also has a minty aroma. Is that really all there is to it? Yeah, because it does say it's got a minty aroma. And also normalium is a red liquid with a minty aroma. I guess so. Connect! What fruit does this bear? And it worked. A minty aroma was emanating from the pot Larry had replaced. Miss Hall said the aroma was left over from the mint tea she prepared yesterday. Indeed, she seemed less surprised to find out that Larry broke the teapot, and more surprised by the fact that the pots had been switched. That's right. Normally, it would have been the reverse. A broken teapot is much more shocking. She was probably trying to hide this teapot. Hide the pot. One of the characteristics of Normalium is a minty aroma. There is a possibility that she was hiding Normalium inside this teapot. What? Inside the pot? It is only a possibility for now, but it's one worth investigating. Ah. Oh. Mr. the Best, I assume you haven't found the Normalium yet. How many games do I have? 7,150. About. Actually, no. I think it's 7,138. Roundabout. Huh? Oh! I've had the entire art museum searched, but I haven't received any reports yet. And what about you? Don't you have any ideas? Only one. I knew it. Nobody but me would be able to find it. Wait, what? You have an idea where it is? Indeed. Then tell me. Yeah, I have a lot of games. I think I've got 310 on Xbox 360, 400 on Xbox One, like 10 Xbox games. PlayStation, altogether I have about 2,000 games. Like 600 on PS3, 500 on PS2, about 250 on PS1. PSP I have about 300. I have a lot. In my, like below the stream it should actually have a link to my game collection, which lists every game I own. Then tell me. It may have been in this teapot that Miss Hall had used. Oh, this teapot is pretty nice. It would make the perfect present for the best prosecutor. It's not a present. It's an important piece of evidence. Oh, it's just evidence. Then I guess I'll have forensics take a look at it. I like how he doesn't even say anything, he just points at him. You! Monsieur Edgeworth. Is there something wrong with the teapot I used? This teapot has a minty aroma to it. It's the same aroma as one of the two chemicals used to create the poison gas. Monsieur Edgeworth, surely you don't mean... You suspect me of having set off the poison gas? I do. Setting up the poison gas trap in the Autumn Palace would have required some preparation. As the curator of this museum, you're the only one who could have prepared it in advance. I wonder about that. Preparations for the opening of the museum took about a week, and I received help from both outsiders and Madame Delicia. I think there are people besides me who are also suspicious. Of course, Delicia is also under scrutiny. Furthermore, I don't even know how to create something like poison gas. It's not hard, you have to mix two chemicals together, and poof! Even if you found Normalium in my teapot, there is no way I could have prepared the poison gas. I mean, to be fair, it did need Megatoxin X, which was not commonly available. Well then, I look forward to hearing the analysis results of the teapot. Her excuse is that she doesn't know how to prepare the poison gas. I must find a way to shatter that excuse. Okay, that was weird. Like loaded, then black screen. Ba 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 ba. Do I actually have anything worthwhile in my organizer? Not really. Can I speak with Kate? Again. Miss Hall, where have you been until now? I was showing the remaining guests out and handing out complimentary gifts as an apology. Did you require my services? Yes, there are a few things I want to ask you about. If my suspicions are correct, she's the one who set up the poison gas trap. Ah, okay, the poison gas trap. Ba ba ba. How exactly did you prepare the melted sculptures from 18 years ago? My, so you know about what happened 18 years ago? It's because 18 years ago I photographed Monsieur Dover's sculptures. Using the photos as a base, I managed to create replicas. Damn. Replicas. The Zodiac sculptures had been an unfinished work, so I wanted to complete it somehow. Because I am the one who accidentally melted Monsieur Dover's sculptures. And could you tell me why the Autumn Palace resembles the Winter Palace so much? Well, my apologies. Did they really look so alike? I think I may have gotten some of the decorations mixed up. She's obviously lying. But I haven't gathered any evidence to prove that yet. Okay. Oh yeah, God, I completely forgot. I have the sketch of beauties, which I need to deduce. Yeah, from the cart. Because they look completely different. The one that Kate's pushing around... I don't think I need to put it anywhere specific. Yeah, the one that Kate's pushing around only has chocolates on it. Whoosh! Eureka! Very nice. Larry, there's something I want to ask you about your sketch. Huh? You want a lecture on sketching from the framed Professor Laurice, do you? No. I just need to ask you something. The tablecloth in your sketch, are you sure it was light blue? Oh, that's what we're getting at. Really? I was like, what was on it? I never even realised. I mean, it's white on that table, and yet it's blue. I was just the fact it had chocolates on it. I thought that was the difference. Oh, I feel stupid. Yeah, my eyes never fail me. My eyes fail me, it appears. But the one on the service cart here is white, isn't it? Dude. You're always so busy thinking with just your head that you miss the obvious. What's with that look on your face? When I drew that painting, I was using the cart with the tea set on it, remember? Oh, it was a different cart. Because I was tidying up the broken pottery shards. That's not something to be proud of. And right then, Katie came out of the Winter Palace. I had to hurry and hide the broken teapot, so that she wouldn't notice it. And she had a separate cart? Oh. I like how everything's in black and white except for the cart. It's also got a shitload of chocolates, more than just like 4, which was shown in the drawing. Did you just say Miss Hall came out of the Winter Palace? That's right. But this time she was pushing another service cart. And the tablecloth was light blue, just like how I drew it. Ah. What did she do with that service cart? Beats me. She went into the Summer Palace with it, so I don't know. But when she came out, she was pushing the lift trolley. The lift trolley? When I called out to her, she was so surprised that she just left it there. She's so cute when she's shy. A second service cart. And a lift trolley. Maybe there were 2 tea sets, along with 2 service carts. We'll have to verify it with Miss Hall. Huh. Alright. I actually deduced everything. Now can I speak with Kate? Oh, now, yes, because now we know of the existence of 2 service carts. Of course. Oh, there we go. 2 service carts. Is it true you keep 2 service carts on the premises? Yes. Is there something wrong? Earlier I was looking at one of the sketches from that so-called artist, and I noticed that he had drawn the cart's tablecloth light blue. Light blue? Are you sure you weren't mistaken, monsieur? I only ever use tablecloths that are pure white. Oh, really? That's true, the tablecloth here doesn't have a single spot on it. Yes, that's because I always change them immediately whenever they get dirty. Did Larry really get the colour wrong, then? What were you doing when this sketch was drawn? At that time, I was just doing my job as usual. Then could you tell me exactly what that work entails? Kate's job. What were you doing when you were drawn in this sketch? From the looks of the drawing, it doesn't seem like you were transporting the tea set. This was when I was delivering chocolates to all the people in the investigation. That's why there was a mountain. Ah, how nice. Chocolates. Wish I could have got some too. There are still a few left, so please eat these then. I made them myself, though it's possible they might not suit your taste. Woohoo! Thank you so much. Thank you. Perhaps it's because she had them in her pocket, but it looks like they've melted a bit. No, she's just very good at making misshapen sweets, which I still don't understand why that's an issue. Why is a misshapen sweet a bad thing? Who cares? And made by Miss Hall, they were kept inside her pocket, so they could have melted a little. Lovely. The sweet goodness. I'm happy to hear you say that. These chocolates are a little misshapen. Every fucking person points out the fact they're misshapen. And I don't understand why that's a big deal. Is it just me? I'm glad to get some sugar into my system. Although they're a little too sweet for my taste. My god, Edgeworth is just like his father. Right, well, we learned about the chocolates. We also got some chocolates. Right, oh, forensics guy is finished. We've recovered the victim's body. Forensics are currently performing the autopsy. What on the investigation of the fountain? The fountain is completely clear. You could cleanse both your heart and soul with it. A body was floating in this fountain just a moment ago, though. Yeah, okay. Can I actually examine the fountain? It appears the body has already been recovered by the police. Why was the body of the victim from 18 years ago found floating in the fountain? I mean, wouldn't the body have gone all goopy after 18 years? That was my point. I mean, I wouldn't have said goopy either, but I did say it would not... I don't know, it would have probably gone terrible. There are 5 cases, but each case takes about between 3 and 6 hours, I'd say. They're very long, but very good. I don't know if I would call it goopy. It certainly would have required a special method to preserve the body. Yeah, I wonder if such a method even exists. Hey, Mr. Forensic Guy, any new information? Yes. Normalium and Fatalium have been detected in the fountain water. They must have flowed through the stream from the Autumn Palace to the fountain. I mean, there's actually one case in the first Ace Attorney game that took me 8 hours to complete. It was the final case. And it was an absolute doozy. Aside from the chemicals, we also found high levels of sugar. Okay. Every single game in this series has taken about 20 hours to complete. They're very long games, but very good. If you enjoy this kind of stuff, because for the most part they're just visual novels with investigations, but I really like the story and also just the satisfaction you get from finding the true culprit and stuff. It's great. Oh, I didn't do it in one sitting. It took me, I think, 3 sessions. But the last session I did it for 4 hours. We're working hard on investigating it. Sugar in the fountain water. What could have caused that? The chocolate? Oh, someone's getting a call. Is it Gumshoe? This is Edgeworth. Hey, it's Gumshoe! Very nice. Did something happen? Actually, right now all the investigators, but me, have left the Winter Palace. So I can finally tell you what we found. It's not good for a detective to be leaking out information about the investigation, but... Oh, to be fair, the 4 hours I spent on the first game is nothing compared to Persona 5. I recorded and streamed that game in a week. And the longest session I had was 7 hours. 7 hours straight. And it was because I think I did all of Futaba's palace in one sitting. God, what a day that was. That was fun. I can't believe I could still talk after it, to be honest. His resourcefulness has saved me many times these past few days. All of the sculptures in the Winter Palace have melted. There's still some liquid left in the cases, but... there's less in the Gemini case than in the Taurus case. There's still liquid in the glass cases. Yes, sir. We just investigated the light blue liquid a moment ago. We only detected sugar in the Taurus case, but... for some reason, in the Gemini case, we detected 3 different substances. What would that be? Normalium, Fatalium, and... actually, what could the other one be? Sugar? 3 substances. They consisted of sugar, salt, and blood. Okay. Blood. Blood and salt were detected in the Gemini case. I wonder whose blood it could have been. I've asked forensics to look into it, sir. Right, I'll leave it to you, detective. That reminds me, the forensics investigating the fountain patio contacted me. It seems the sugar found in the fountain matches that found in the light blue liquid. Oh, it sounds like valuable information. So liquid analysis results. Found salt, sugar, and blood. Alright. Is that all the new information you have for me? Now that you mention it, we found a rainbow light device in there too. The device was used to disguise the Autumn Palace. It seems the device that was used in the IS-7 incident is also connected to this one. I should listen to what Delicia has to say about that. have to go back to investigating now, sir. When we get the results of the blood tests, I'll let you know right away. Yes, thank you, Detective. Alright, not bad. Was that Gummy calling? That sure was a long call. But thanks to him, we now have an important piece of information.